Hi everyone and welcome back to Upside Down Disney. If you're new here, my name is Jess and today I have as spoiler free as I can make it, Frozen 2 review. Pardon the kind of like glare, bright spot of sunlight. I'm trying to work with the natural light in my room coming in through the windows, but it's kind of an awkward time, like sun's going down a little bit, so we have awkward amounts of light coming in from each of the windows in my room, so that's gonna just bear with that for the video. But so I saw Frozen 2 over the weekend. It came out last Thursday, so almost a week ago, on the 21st/22nd, because technically Friday, I guess, was the release, but so I wanted to see it on Saturday morning. Some of the AMC movie theaters hosted a fan event, where with the price of your ticket, you got, like $5, a $5 snack voucher and a free pin. So I commemorate the movie and the event. So me and my girlfriend went like 90% because of the pin, because we just wanted the exclusive pin. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the pin. So there it is. It's like a screen printed kind of pin, and it features Olaf, Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Sven. And then the back of it just says Frozen 2. It says November, which is obviously the month that Frozen 2 was released. And then it just says the copyright Disney. And then here is the pin back, which I've been leaving it on the backer card because I honestly just love this design so much. All of the visuals of the movie were just absolutely stunning. I love the color scheme and everything, so I think I'm going to just keep this on the pin back. And the back just says Dolby Cinema, AMC, and Disney. And then I don't have the pin back on it, but it did come with a Mickey pin back. So the only downside to going to the fan event was that it was at 10 o'clock in the morning, so it was mostly parents with their children. I think me and my girlfriend were the only like grown adult couple there without any children, which honestly is fine because it's usually what happens when I go see a Disney movie. But this was just like extra because all the kids were encouraged to be in costume and everything like that. So, but I mean, none of the kids were like disruptive or noisy or anything during the movie. They all were like pretty well behaved kids, so that was like, thank God. So, I mean, the fan event in and of itself, I would recommend it just to get the exclusive pin if you're a huge pin collector like I am. I have a Frozen 2 pin, or I have a Frozen pin collection. So I obviously wanted to have this pin to add to my collection. So I am very like happy that I went for that reason. So getting into the movie. So I didn't really know what to expect from Frozen 2 going into it. From the trailers, I couldn't really piece together what I definitely thought the storyline was going to be. I'd assumed it was going to be something involving their parents. Maybe they're trying to like find their mom who they realize is still alive or something. I really was not sure what the whole storyline was going to end up being. So going into it, I didn't really have like an, oh my God, this is going to be the best movie ever, or like, oh, I don't really think I'm going to like it kind of idea. So yeah. Wasn't really sure what I was going to think, and I loved it. I loved it so much. It might honestly be one of my favorite Disney movies to date. I cried through most of the movie, honestly. It got me that like emotional. Just a lot of the themes that it covers, a lot of the things that it talks about are things that, you know, definitely hit home for a lot of people, especially like it was very... Not that it was a movie for adults, but it had a lot of very grown-up adult themes to it, like dealing with depression and, you know, separation, which kind of like the first one kind of dealt with like Elsa isolating herself and feelings like that, but this one, it kind of dealt with like a growing up, moving on, like loss kind of thing, and depression obviously was a huge one, and yeah, I just thought that the whole movie was just so well done. The visuals were stunning. I loved the music, even though my only complaint about the music is that Kristoff's like solo number, which totally was deserving. Jonathan Groff is so talented and deserved his own musical number in this movie. But the song in of itself was just out of place in this movie and with this soundtrack. It kind of was like a throwback to like 80s and 90s like rock and boy bands and stuff like that. And it just like, it didn't fit with the rest of the music, like composition wise. But I think it was a great song, and I thought it was a really fun like scene, like just like a good musical number. So I still really enjoyed it. But it just felt a little bit out of place. I've heard a lot of people saying that the storyline was, or not the storyline, but just like the pacing and the timing of the movie was a little awkward. And I kind of feel that, but it didn't deter from how much I enjoyed the movie. I feel like it was definitely a little bit rushed in parts. But because I feel like all the action started happening at the beginning, there wasn't as much of a, like, where in the first one, it was a slow build of, like, you saw their parents die, and you saw how Elsa was trying to control her power, and how she isolated herself, and then you see, like, the coronation, and the ball after the coronation, like, whereas with this, everything started very early on. You start to see, like, the conflict very early on, and yeah, I don't think it's that long into the movie before, like, they go off on the big journey that they go on in this movie. So I think that might have been what threw some people off, is it was a very fast build rather than a slower build, which Disney movies typically are a little bit slower paced. So this was just a little bit faster paced, which I think was a little bit out of place for Disney. But I still thought that it was amazing. I don't know. I just loved the whole thing. It was just so good. It like I said, it touched on a lot of like really important themes. It even kind of sends a message about hatred and fear of what's different, and fear of the unknown, which I think is a great message, and, you know, something great to talk about with young kids, especially in this day and age, to let them know that, like, it's okay, like, that people are different and that things are different and you don't have to be afraid of them. I think that that's such an important message, and I think it's great that Disney is sending that message with this movie. And again, the fact that they tackled, like, depression, like, on a song in this movie was, like, I cried so much because I related to it so much. And I feel like a lot of adults that go to the theaters and see this with their kids will definitely relate to that song and relate to those feelings that Anna feels at that point in the movie. And I feel like it's something that, like, the movie does a good job of explaining it in a way that kids will understand and kids will get it, but it also is in a way that, like, grown-ups will also connect and relate to it. And I feel like, you know, it will help kids, you know, discuss these things moving forward in their lives. They'll have that, you know, it'll make those conversations a little bit easier for them. And so in terms of, like, teaching kids social emotional stuff, I feel like this movie, this movie did that, and it, like, blew my mind that, like, we're doing this with a children's movie. So, and then just from an adult perspective, it's just something that you just relate to and you connect with so hard. And Olaf was, like, such a relatable character, and such, obviously, still the comic relief of the movie, but was still just so relatable to, like, growing up and starting to question your life and question everything. Like, he was so funny, and I loved his character, and I loved his, like, placement in everything, and I felt like it just broke up all of the, like, serious topics in the movie so nicely to have that little bit of, like, comedic relief. So yeah, I think that overall Frozen 2 was a great movie with great messages, and just so worth going to see. I'm going to see it a second time with my mom on Wednesday, which it would be the day after I'm filming this. So hopefully this goes up tonight or tomorrow at some point so you guys can see this review. I really hope that you guys all decide to go see this movie. If you have, what did you think of it? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite song? What did you think? Just what did you think of the movie in general? I would love to have a discussion about it, because I have literally been doing nothing but listening to the Frozen 2 soundtrack. Into the Unknown is my new theme song for life, and I am just, everything in my life is Frozen 2 right now. I am so obsessed. So I would love to have a discussion with you guys down in the comments about it. If you haven't seen the movie yet, what is keeping you from making the decision if you're gonna go see it? And yeah, did you love it as much as I did? Did you not like it? I would love to talk about it. Okay, and that is all that I have for today's video. If you guys like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you would give it a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you can come get stuck in the upside down with me again soon. I hope that you guys all have a magical day, and I'm posting this right around Thanksgiving, so if you are celebrating, I hope that you have a happy holiday. And you know, if this is a tough day for you for whatever reason, I hope that you take the day for yourself and you do some self-care and really just focus on you. And the holiday season can be tough for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. So however you celebrate, whatever you do, I hope that you are safe and happy and healthy and taking care of yourselves. And yeah, so have a great rest of your day. Have a very happy holiday if you're celebrating, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye.